Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back. Park Ranger Roland from Cowpens National Battlefield. Myself and some of our other rangers of the Southern Campaign of the American Revolution Parks Group have been doing a series of videos highlighting either Patriot or British leaders of the Southern backcountry of South Carolina. Leah Tabor of Kings Mountain National Military Park did her video Saturday. Park Ranger Will Caldwell of the Over Mountain Victory National Historic Trail did his video yesterday. Adrian Stewart of 96 National Historic Site will do her video tomorrow. All four videos you can see on all of our site Facebook pages. My video today highlighting episode 4 of Clash of the Commanders, underrated British or Loyalist leaders of the South Carolina backcountry, is the only British regular in the group, Francis Lord Rawdon, 1st Hastings. He was an Anglo-Irish politician, and later on in life he was also Governor General of India from 1813 to 1823. The reason why I chose Francis Lord Rawdon is outside of Lord Cornwallis in the Southern Theater of the American Revolution, Rawdon has a wealth of military experience. He's been fighting in the American Revolution since Lexington and Concord. The man has been involved in a lot of battles. He understands his officers, his men. He also has a pretty good understanding of the men that he is fighting. A little bit of his background: he was born in Moira, Ireland, to John Rollins, 1st Earl of Moira, and Elizabeth Hastings, 13th Baroness of Hastings. He grew up in Moira and Dublin, Ireland. In 1771, he purchased a ensign's commission in the 15th Regiment of Foot. He attended Oxford University with one Benastre Tarleton of the Green Dragoon. In 1773, he purchased a lieutenant's commission in the 5th Regiment of Foot Grenadiers. 1774, with hostilities brewing in the American colonies, he set sail for Boston. Rev War service: in 1775, he was a young lieutenant with the 5th Regiment of Foot, Grenadiers. He was part of the force that marched on Lexington and Concord. At the Battle of Bunker Hill, he was part of the failed 2nd assault on Breed's Hill. On the 3rd assault, he was one of the British officers who rallied the men that ultimately allowed them to chase the Patriot forces off and take Breed's Hill. In John Trumbull's painting, The Death of General Warren, Francis Lord Rawdon is the British officer over here holding the British ensign. He was appointed aide-de-camp to Lieutenant General Clinton in his first attempt to take Charleston. He led the light infantry forces that chased the Patriot forces off of Harlem Heights in New York in 1776. Second time around, he is again appointed aide-de-camp to Lieutenant General Clinton. When Clinton is operating around the Hudson River Valley, and he is able to capture a few Patriot force, destroy a small Patriot encampment. Also, when General Burgoyne ends up losing the Battle of Saratoga and his entire force is captured, General Clinton chose Major Rawdon to ride to Philadelphia and inform Lord Howe as to what was going on in upper state New York. The second attempt to take Charleston in 1780, Rawdon was sick. He was able to make it onto shore for the last part of the siege operation that ultimately captured Charleston. Once Charleston is complete, it's captured, it's in British hands, Lieutenant General Clinton goes back up to New York. He leaves Lieutenant General Cornwallis in charge down here to kind of complete the subjugation of South Carolina. A Lieutenant Colonel Rawdon now is sent to the outpost of Camden to make sure that area is complete. At the Battle of Camden, August 1780, Lord Rawdon is commanding the left side of Lord Cornwallis's line that is opposite of the Maryland and Delaware Continentals. After Major Ferguson's defeat at the Battle of Kings Mountain and Lord Cornwallis is forced to retreat south to Winnsboro, South Carolina, to winter quarters. Cornwallis is sick. He ends up putting command of the army under Lieutenant Colonel Lord Rawdon. After the Battle of Cowpens, January 1781, when Lieutenant General Cornwallis abandons South Carolina and moves up into North Carolina to chase Brigadier General Daniel Morgan and Major General Nathaniel Greene, Lieutenant Colonel Rawdon is in effect in charge of all of the British outposts here in South Carolina. He defeated Major General Greene at the Battle of Harburg's Hill with an inferior force, April 1781, when Major General Greene lays siege to the Star Fort at the outpost of 96. It is Lieutenant Colonel Rawdon who will lead a relief force from Charleston that will end up forcing Major General Greene to abandon his siege there. He will march back to Charleston after that. He will leave Charleston for London, July 1781, ends up getting captured by the French Navy, is transported to Brest under capture. He will get to meet the Marquis de Lafayette and also Admiral de Grasse. All right, that's my choice. Hope that you liked it. Adrienne Stewart of 96 National Historic Site will have her video tomorrow. Thank you for catching me and have a nice day.